Hey there folks, the Scottsdale Travel Chick here to give you my review of Dolmabahce Palace in Istanbul. Let me start out by saying try not to miss this. It's really an incredible place to visit in Istanbul. Let's start first by telling you a bit of history on the palace. The palace was completed in 1856 as the successor to the Sultan's original palace that was used for 200 years. That palace is called Topkapi Palace, and if you want to do a tour of that palace, I'll include a link below in my description, so make sure to check that out.
The entry is over there on the left, and this is what they call the first courtyard. And we're headed towards the second courtyard in the main palace. That's actually where the entry is. This is free. Eventually it'll cost you about 34 euros.
Okay, let's get back to the Dolmabahce Palace. Now let's talk about the location and how best to get there. The palace sits right along the Bosphorus Strait. It will take you about 25 minutes to get to the palace if you're coming from the Blue Mosque area. And the best way to get from one end of Istanbul to the other is to take that tram line. It's super easy and very efficient. Just a quick break here. If you want to know more about visiting Istanbul, be sure to check out our top-rated ultimate guide to visiting Istanbul. Just search Istanbul Guide Travel Chick. This is the entrance to the Dolmabahce Palace. I'm probably not saying that right. We're going to go check out the gardens. Okay, now let's talk about how much it costs to go into the palace. Instead of waiting in this long line, you can book tickets to enter on your own for $32. Or if you want a guided tour, it's $49. I will list the link again below in the description. Okay, we're going to enter the palace. Check this out. With all these other people. The palace is quite large. It covers over 11 acres of land. They have some beautiful gardens that you can stroll through. This is right before the main palace area. There are a ton of people that show up in the afternoon. My suggestion is to go first thing in the morning. That way you can avoid some of the crowds and get great pictures.
This is the front entry of the palace where the Sultan would go out. Scottsdale Travel Chick. This is the palace. How many rooms is there?
Oh my gosh, 200 and something rooms. I need to look again.
200 some rooms, 57 bathrooms, a harem. That's the port on the Bosphorus where dignitaries would enter. And these are the main gardens where you come in at the beginning of the tour.
The palace continued to be a presidential palace until 1949. And then in 1984, it is operated as a site for tourists to visit. Lucky us. Today, it's open to the public, but only photos are allowed outside the palace.
No feature inside.
Oh, that's right. And they do have people standing in each room to make sure you're not taking pictures. Trust me on this one. As you walk through the various rooms and floors, you'll see some incredible decorations. It is said that another 14 tons of gold and 6 tons of silver were used for the palace's interior decorations. In the ballroom hangs Bohemian crystal chandelier, weighing more than 4 tons. And the palace contains a large collection of European porcelain and of course Turkish rugs and carpets. The crystal staircase, shaped as a double horseshoe, is perhaps the centerpiece constructed of baccarat crystal, brass, and mahogany. As you finish the tour, You'll walk out the door and see this beautiful view of this gate looking out to the Bosphorus Strait. The gate is so elegant here. Once you are done here, there is another small garden towards the back of the building. There, you might just find the swan floating around. Overall, we really enjoyed taking the tour of this palace. It's as beautiful on the outside as on the inside. If you've done this tour before, please send us a message. Let me know your thoughts. And one last thing.
All right, the secret tip here is actually the parking lot next to the palace here has a great little restaurant right on the water, which is kind of a secret pick. Probably most people don't know about it. It's a great place to have a meal right in the water. And here we are. This is the outside, right on the Bosphorus. Quiet, no traffic. Great place.
And until next time, see you later.